Okay, welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you just a quick how to play. We can't really show you close because of the game is so large. And then we're going to be doing a full playthrough of Godspeed. Is that the full name of it? It's Godspeed. It's a really fun game. It seems like a lot, and the board looks really busy, so it's kind of intimidating. But honestly, the rule book is very well laid out, very well written, and so it literally just walks you through step by step on the setup, and then it explains very well. And when we were doing the practice game, we had a lot of little questions, and there was only one question that we couldn't find, and then we were able to look it up online to get the answer, and it was the fortification.
Yep.
It's right here on the rules. The score pad, it says fortification cards. So we didn't know what those were because it's not listed anywhere in the rules. But the reason being, there's cards somewhere in the game that say fortification cards. So if you have those, you get points for those. It specifies how many points you get. So basically, the winner of the game has the most victory points. So you get points by there's the prestige tracker. Oops. And the first player, the highest player gets 8 points, second player gets 4, and the third player gets 2. And we're doing the 2-player variant, which throws a little wrench in the system, but it does make it more challenging. On the prestige tracker, you start a team that's not being used. We're just using the U.S. as the dummy team, and you start them out at 6 on the tracker. So we have to get past the 6 mark to get in first and second place. If we are behind the 6, we only get second or third place points. Another way to get victory points is to earn these milestone markers, and they're marked on there. This one, the yellow one, is you have to complete the development cards, and they each have a color and a symbol associated with them. So if you do 3, the first person to do 3 of the yellow completed.
With commerce.
And how do you complete them is on the very top, there's a cost. And that cost is resources. So you pay those resources and you get the reward at the bottom. Normally it's to move your character, your little marker on the prestige track. Sometimes you get a resource or a card. But the first person to do 3 of those gets that marker. The first person to do 3 of the defense development card gets that one. This one is the first person to reach 12 on any of the 4 prestige tracks. Gets that marker. And each of these are worth, I believe, 4 victory points.
Yeah, 4 points.
Yep, 4 victory points at the end of the game. This one is for completing 3 of the exploration development cards. This one, and then this one, of course, is the infrastructure development card completion. This one is if you complete 1 of each of the type of development cards. You can see the 4 colors. And this one is if you start with 1 building. It has a star on your player board. Each one is different. You start with a different building. So mine, I'm doing Japan. So I start out with the Xenolab. The green is already built. And Anthony is Europe, and he starts out with
Biocorps.
The Biocorps. So we have the remaining 4 buildings by color. Sorry, I can't reach that far. And the way you build those are on one of these. Oh, the infrastructure.
Or the leadership.
You produce a building. No, that's complete card.
Oh, yeah.
The only place is right there.
Yeah.
And the way you build it is there's a cost of resources above it. You got to pay those resources, but you also have to put one of your team members which would be, has to have the cog symbol on him. So your engineer, you have to place on that little circle with the helmet, the space guy. Show him where to place it.
Place it right here.
Right. So that means you are going to produce a building that turn during the action phase. And only one person in a 2-player game can do it during the action phase unless you have a card that says otherwise. You get a hidden objective card, each player does, and you want to look at it and not show it. If it happens to match, if it contains completing one of your buildings and you already have it built by default, you have to draw another one. So the objective cannot be something you already start the game with. You also start out with a cargo hold card. It tells you what resources you start with. In a 2-player game, you randomly draw 1 plus 1 with the one with the tiebreaker, which Anthony happened to get. Show him that card with the tiebreaker.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm. So you pull out the number of cargo cards for 1 less than there are players, and then throw the tiebreaker in, and that person gets the tiebreaker the very first round. And all that means is during the the supply depot portion, we're bidding. If there's a tie, the person with the tiebreaker automatically wins. I keep looking at that camera and talking to it. Sorry. I'm not used to sitting here and talking, so I'm looking up there and talking. I'm not insane, I promise. There's 3 phases basically each round, and there's 10 rounds. You keep up with the rounds here on the round tracker. We're on the side of the board that's for 2 to 3 players. The other side is 4 to 5. So the reason that's important is because there's a certain amount of circles around the development cards that are available. On the other side, they have 2 available because if there's more players, you have 2. If there's 2 to 3 players, you only have 1 available for each one. And the other 2-player variant, which is the wrench, is we each get to block one of those spaces before we start each round. And he really messed with me last game. He made it impossible for me to build a building, which was very annoying.
I won the test game.
So you kind of need to figure out, what does my opponent really need? I need to block that. So, but you also block yourself, because if someone's either the dummy hand or yourself, or he is on that space, no other person can build on it. However, you can put an assistant on a space, correct?
Yeah.
If there is a block space, you can use your assistant to go there. It doesn't block the assistant. Let me make sure I'm saying that right, but I'm 99% sure. The rulebook is very good at explaining.
When we do the supply depot, it's a blind bidding.
Yep. Unlike team members, assistants may be assigned to an action space even if it's full. So those assistant cards come up in the supply depot.
Yeah, I think the 3rd.
So you want to bid on those if you can. So those are very nice. And the assistants basically have the same. You start out with 5 team members. Mm-hmm. There's the biologist, the engineer, the ambassador, the trader, and the captain. And they're used specifically, like on the first round, you go through the high council cards. So you're going to turn one over and read it. And like this one specifies the biologist. So, and it also tells you your reward at the bottom or your punishment if you don't participate. So we both have to either, if we have an assistant that was an engineer, we could place that one instead, or we have to participate with our engineer token. If I participate, I will get 1 tech resource. If I didn't participate, I would go backwards below the start on this prestige tracker, which is the commerce. So pretty much we participated every time. We never didn't participate, but that ties up your engineer, so you're not going to be able to do any of the infrastructure items during the third phase unless you have an assistant that's an engineer. So you could see how it's very important, because you can only use each of your team members once per round. At the end of the round, there's a cleanup phase, and you gather them all back and you start over. So that's the first round. Second phase, you're bidding on the first player, and you deal out one card for each player in the game, which is the supply depot. And that's where you're bidding on, there's various things in there, and you're placing your bid is basically your team members.
There you go.
And you can see they have numbers on them. The number represents your bid. So again, though, whatever you bid, I keep looking at that camera, whatever you bid, you cannot use during the production phase. So say I bid my ambassador, I'm not going to be able to do any of the diplomacy actions. So you got to keep that in mind. You can also bid if you have a rover resource or the credit resource. You can use those during the bidding phase as well. You can't use any other resources for the bidding. They count as one for the bid. So you can bid more than one team member. You can bid all your team members during this phase, but if you do, you won't have any to use during the action phase. So you kind of want to plan out your moves based on what you want to do during the action phase. There's also objectives here, the lunar phases. The first one is rounds 1, 2, and 3. We turn that over right away. So if you complete this, it's worth 3 victory points at the end of the game. If you complete it, you just put your flag on it, and that's how we track who completed it. But you have to complete it during the first 3 rounds. So this one is the economist. Any nation that completes both an infrastructure and commerce card this season receives 3 victory points. So you would need to do a yellow, and it says infrastructure, right? Mm-hmm. And a blue. So that's another goal to go for. Plus you have your secret objective you're going for that you don't tell the other players. So you keep these in mind as well as all the other stuff that you're going for. So, and also, of course, the prestige tracker. So there's a lot of ways to get victory points. We ended the game 3 points apart from each other. It was such a close game. So if I would have been able to build my other building, I probably would have been even closer. So it was very close. There's also relic tiles. There's 8 of them. They're very hard to choose which one you want. They're all amazing. So like one of them,
that's what I use
during resolution, and resolution is after the action phase. It's the cleanup phase. It's where you gather your resources. There's several actions you do during the resolution phase. Once this is activated, and the way to activate it is you have to build the relic building, which is purple. The only way to build the relic building in the supply depot, that card is going to pop up here for you to bid on. You have to get that card, and it allows you to build the relic building. That's the only way to build that one.
And that's normally in the 3rd card?
Yeah.
This one's
it's actually in the second.
Oh, it's that
second phase, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then once you can purchase, you can get the relic before you obtain the relic building, but honestly, the relic building comes up before this, so it would kind of be impossible. You cannot activate these unless you have your relic building built. And you would just put it in this little slot that fits it perfectly at the bottom of your board when you get that. You can obtain more than one relic building card and more than one relic tile, but you can't activate more than one relic tile. It just counts for an additional victory point at the end of the game, and it keeps the other player from getting it, basically. It's kind of a cutthroat game. And I already talked about the cargo hold. Am I missing any? I didn't go over individually what each of these do. If you place you would have to place your commerce guy here, which is your trader. If you place it here, you gain any 2 resources. If you place it underneath the commerce cards, you have your choice of one or the other. You can either complete a commerce card that you already have in your hand by paying the resources and gaining your rewards, or you can draw 3 off the top, keep 1, and discard the other 2. Okay, if you do
the exploration, you do field test, draw a development card from the 2 decks.
From any 2 decks, you can draw the top card.
And then if you put it here, same thing as when you put it there. You draw 3 and you keep 1.
Or you can complete a card. You could do one or the other, and that's true for all of the decks. But
you have to be in the specific area to actually pretty much finish the card.
Or there's another way to complete cards.
The leadership.
If you have put your ambassador over here, you can complete any development card. Doesn't matter what color. So that's like a wild card space for your ambassador. The defense one here, you can search any of the discards and keep 1 card. The infrastructure is an important one. That's where you build your buildings by paying the resources. And then the other ambassador one, diplomacy. If you put your piece there, you get to draw 1 card, any top card, and you get 2 rovers, which are wild. They can count as any other resource, or you can use them as in the bidding phase as one point to bid. Then there's this.
Oh, I forgot this part. Other players also gain 1 resource of their choice.
So if you
not the rover, it's just the regular resources.
Exactly. So the other player gets 1 resource, but you're getting 2 rovers and a card. And then the only other one is a scrapyard. That could be any of your team members on there, and you get to gain 1 resource. That's basically if you have nothing else to do, you were blocked.
That's part of the game, it's a strategy, and it helped me win. So
I only played there if I absolutely had to, which ended up being quite a bit because he's mean. So, and I think I covered most of it. It's a pretty easy game. It seems like a lot, but honestly, the rules are so good, and they're my only pet peeve about the rule book is it needs an index of some sort. But honestly, it's so well written, I'll let that slide. But I do wish they would have used the back. It's a blank slate. They could have easily used the back for an index. So that's my only advice on that. But you also have these handy player resource cards. One side gives you the round order, and the other side gives you how you score points at the end of the game. And then at the very end of the game, you use the score sheet to score your points. Highest player wins. Easy as that. So we're going to get started, and hopefully I can get my vengeance because he beat me on the practice game that we played. So we're starting out. Again, we're trying to each of us complete an infrastructure or a commerce card. So in the first 3 rounds. Our first High Council card is the Space Race. Go explore as far as you can. There doesn't appear to be any intelligent life out there, but there does appear to be lots of resources. So we have to use our biologist if you want to participate, and we will both gain 1 tech resource. So you just grab it. We have them all. There's a lot of them. There's 5 of them, right? 5?
Yeah.
So we just have them all piled together. Okay. Then that's the end of that round. Then you go to the supply depot. So first up, we have, you can get a resource, which is, I forget the names of them. I call it the rocket.
I call it the rocket.
I forget what the actual real name for it is. Or, wow, this one came up. They are in one. You can build your relic building. Yeah, that's a good one. The only way to do it is to get that card. So we're obviously going to be both bidding high on that. And then whoever gets first place gets to take the whatever's left. So, and well, yeah, if you get to take one of these if they're left, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The first player, if that's not taken, it goes to whoever had it last, but I keep looking at that camera. It goes to whoever got it last, but in this case, no one had it, so, but the person, basically we take our deliveries, the person with the highest bid gets to choose first, then the second person chooses, and they can choose either first player or they can take that resource. The reason you want the first player token is because you get to choose first on the actions, which is very, very important. But we also need to block before we start any of that. We need to do our blocks. So,
just tell me where I'll put it.
I gotta decide. And you gotta kind of remember what's
You also
been used.
You also don't want to block yourself.
Right. And obviously neither of us can do anything on the biologist, so that would be a waste to block that one. But you, and like you said, you don't want to block yourself. Or you could put it there if you want to prevent blocking yourself. I guess you could look at it that way. In this point in the game, it's hard to know what he's going for other than the infrastructure and commerce cards, but it takes a while to get the resources for that. So I'm going to block this one.
All right.
Okay, so now we're bidding. It's a silent bid.
Blind bid. Ready?
Wait. You can bid. And, oh, this is very important. You have to have enough team members left to actually, that's the cost to build the relic. This particular one costs 3 team members. We only have 4 left. So, I already know who's going to win because he has a tiebreaker. Well, actually, no, we have 2. No, we can only bid 1. Unless we bid one of our commerce or our credits or our rovers. So that's something to think about. Let me put that in my hand just in case. Because he will automatically win in a tiebreaker if we both bid our ambassador, which is 7 points. Because we can only bid 1. And we don't have any other resources to bid.
All right.
And anything that you bid, you lose if you bid your resources. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's beat him. So I beat him because I spent my credit. So heck yeah, I'm gonna take that relic. But I have to spend my 3. I have to spend my 3 members, so I don't get to do any actions. But it was well worth it. I now have the relic. And that means every, what I get for having that, every, what do they call it? The resolution phase, which I will get to move my tracker up 1 on the prestige board. And I also, by default, get my Lithonium. And his card's different. He gets something different each time. So every time you build one of these buildings, you gain another resource, or the relic building allows you to gain 1 on one of the trackers. Like his would be the engineer tracker. So that's very helpful in helping you to reach the 12 first. Okay, so I don't have any actions left. So that's, do I get to take the first player then?
I don't think it matters. Yes, you don't have anything.
Right.
So it's my turn.
So he has 2 actions. We each have 2 actions. Since I'm not playing, he just gets to take his 2 in a row. Normally you go one right after the other. So he...
Oh, actually, I'm not doing that. I'm doing this
he decided to take one resource.
And I'm doing this.
And he's building a building. So he kind of has free for all. If I'd known, I would have blocked better stuff, but that you have to block before you start for that reason.
Okay, and actually it's this one.
So he's paying the cost to build his warehouse. So he will gain a credit every resolution phase. Okay. And so we've taken our turns. Now the resolution phase, you gain any prestige or power tile resources, which we're not. I do gain my relic. I get to move up 1 on the tracker. So I go from start to 1 on the tracker. You use your building resource abilities. You collect resources from production buildings. So I get a Lithonium. You retrieve your members. Discard the used card down here. Where's the card you used?
Okay, here.
Oh, it goes down here.
No, it goes right here. This is discard for here.
That's a discard for there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and we take our blockers back. We return the first player token. And the tiebreaker now goes to me. Okay, so we're now on round 2. You got to remember to move that each time.
And if you forget, you just count the cards. That's what round you're in.
Right. Because there's only 10 cards. There's only 10 High Council cards. So if it is easy to forget to move that. So.
And it's so small.
Yeah.
I won't be shocked that we'll probably lose in the future.
Okay, so we start our next High Council card. The American craft carrying the samples and artifacts back to Earth had complications upon re-entry. An emergency meeting is required. So it requires our ambassadors to participate. If you fail to respond, you lose 2. I don't know what that means.
What?
Is it any 2 on there?
That's what I'm thinking.
But we've never not participated. We get to gain any development card of our choosing.
Let's say, why would you get the exploration since your exploration thing?
I have my reasons.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to pull out our supply depot goodies. So here's an assistant. She is the trader. So you could use her instead of placing your token on the High Council. She could be your trader when that's required. Or she could be used over here. She's more important, I believe, in the action phases because, we should have blocked first. But, I
was going to pick it there anyways.
Okay, so now we bid. We're bidding on an assistant and a resource, or you're bidding on the first player, whichever one you choose to take. Wait, let's see. And you gotta keep in mind what you want to do. So you don't want to bid those.
Right?
So he gets to choose what he wants. Oh, that's assistant, sorry. I'm going to take the first player token. You get that. Okay. Then I get to go first.
Should I get it, or are we just supposed to be?
Yeah, you get it. The highest player gets the second
Oh, okay, yeah.
delivery. Okay, and I'm going to build the only one I can build, which is the blue one, the biocorpse.
Grabbing the. Let's see. Okay.
You place yours.
Mhm.
Okay. And I'm going to place it here and draw any 2 development cards. Oops, sorry.
My turn.
No, you draw 3. Keep 1.
Oh, yeah.
I only drew 1 because I was on that one. And then you just put the 2 we didn't keep in the discard pile. So now we're in the resolution phase. So basically all we get is our resources. I get to move my prestige tracker up. I now get a tech and a lithonium every turn. We pull back our members. We do our blocking.
You need to move up 1.
I did.
Okay. Go first.
Oh, I give you the tiebreaker too. No, I'm deciding. I'm watching your poker face. Let's see what. Okay, so our next high council is on-site security. Build some outposts in the field so our sentries can spend more time doing what they are trained to do and less time in transport pods. Failed response, you go backwards on the defense tracker. We gain a tech again, and we have to use our engineer. Again, you don't have to do that if you want to pay the price. Did you take yours? Your tech. Okay. Now we are, first player token goes back. And then we're bidding on the architect assistant engineer assistant and a resource. And you kind of want to plan your move. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh.
He really wanted something. So you get that lithonium.
I thought you.
You were higher bid.
Hmm.
Okay, so I get to go first. I'm going to gain 2 resources. Get the credits.
Collect 1 resource. Your turn.
Okay.
Why are we still on 1? We're on 3.
I haven't been moving it. So pretty much there's no way we can complete that goal.
Do you only have to build 1 then?
Both.
Yeah. Right.
They're hard. They're kind of hard to complete those, especially early game. Okay, so I'm going to. Can you put that under? Wait, wrong guy.
Right here?
Oh wait, I can't. Oh yeah.
You have
No,
an ambassador?
I don't have him. And we used our engineers. I can't do that one.
That sounds great.
Okay. That stings. So. Darn it, that's annoying.
Can't just speed it up.
So I'm going to.
For the most part, you're getting his cards.
I'm going to draw 3 and keep 1.
Okay, my turn. Oh, I get to draw from 2 development decks.
Where these are all exactly the same.
So I'm going to grab this one. And this one.
Oh, I now see what fortification cards are. These are all the same. You get 1 VP. I think I had those last time and didn't realize it. I could have gained a point. You get 1 VP at the end of the game, but I did give myself a VP for it. I just didn't put it in the right spot on the score card, so we just didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
See, I did get the point for it. I just didn't put it here under fortification. Okay, so you did all of our actions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now it's the resolution.
Our resources.
So I get to move 1 up on the tracker. I get a Lithonium and a Tech. And have our members back. I'm missing 1. Oh, put it here. And the first player, I get the tiebreaker, and that is it. Okay, so we move this to the next one. Turn over Lunar Phase 2. Productivity. Any nation that completes their 4th production building this season receives 3 victory points. See, that will be easier because we're already on our way.
And for this one, we just have to pretty much use our captain.
This is the High Council card. And we gain, a credit or a Lithonium.
Yep.
That's a nice one. And these are always different because what you do is you divide them into each type. There's 5 types. You randomly choose 2 to create your deck of 10. So it makes it different every time. So we're getting different cards than we received last time. So I'm going to get the credit.
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to get.
Oh yeah, you get credits. So see, I get Lithonium every time, so it's not very special. Oh, we didn't do our block. Okay. So now we got the supply depot. This one represents. Oh, this one could be used as your response during the High Council. And this one is the other relic building. And you have to use 2 team members. I could really, really hurt him by taking that card. It only gets me 1 victory point, but it could really hurt him. What to do. But it prevents me possibly from doing actions because I can't build another relic building, but he deserves it because he. So let's see. Let me look at my cards really quick.
Right?
Yep. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ha! You're not getting that relic building. So, you may not take a second relic plan unless it is the last card in the market, in which case it is worth 1 prestige on any track.
What's this mean? So I mean, I get to.
Use it during this phase.
Well, that doesn't help. Here,
With that?
yeah.
All right.
So my turn.
You may not take a second relic plan unless it's the last card on the market, in which case it is worth 1 prestige on any track. Okay. So
I'm building the fortress.
okay. I'm going to complete an engineer card.
Where?
Under this one. Engineer. Okay, I'm going to complete this one. And I get 2 on the engineer track. I get 1 on the prestige. I've been moving the wrong one. I'm on the prestige. I need to, that was at 4, so I need to move that one 5. I've been moving that one. And then I get 1 rover. And I've completed 1 card. And you want to keep your completed separate from your uncompleted.
Okay, I'm going to put a card right here and complete this. So it's 2 of these and 1 of these.
Okay.
So I move up 1. And I get 1 back. So I finish that one.
That'd be confusing.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we're
Gain our resources.
Spare resources, Thonium, relic, and move up 1 on the prestige. And team members back.
Let's get started.
And I think we did everything. Oh, you get a tiebreaker?
Yeah, you need to move the.
And put the first player. Which one are we on? I have not been moving that. Okay. And the first player token goes there. Okay, so moon landing. It takes a big lie to cover up a whole other world. Secure enough Pan agency cooperation for us to do what we have come here to do. So we have to use our ambassador to participate. And we gain our choice of tech or Lithonium. That is not worth it, but I don't think I'm going to participate. Oh, actually, I don't have to. I've got this card. Yay. I didn't want to give up my ambassador for that.
All right.
Oh, we didn't block, by the way. You suck. Put this under the engineer cards.
Where? Right here?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I didn't pick which one I wanted. I guess this one. And with an assistant, you can draw any development card.
Right?
Oh, you have the tiebreaker. So. So you get that card. Okay. And I'm going to build this one. So I need, oh wait, I blocked myself. Never mind. Kind of screwed myself over a bit. So I build this one. I need to put my thing underneath it. And I get one on the, and I get one relic.
My turn?
Mm-hmm.
Right, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to put this here to complete any card. Using my rover, 2 Lithonium, and 1 tech. And this one, I get 2 on this tracker, but I also get to use in the resolution phase. I can trade, I don't know if it's on the tracker, I believe, or card for any resource once. I need to look that up.
I'm gonna take my turn.
Alright.
I'm gonna grab a rocket. All right.
I think it's this, because you see how it's in the little circle? It would have to be. I think I go down one on the tracker for a resource. It would have to be. Do you agree?
What?
And it has a little, I go backwards one on the tracker for that.
Why does it have
For
pointing
trade for a
up?
resource.
Oh, I see what you're
I
talking
think
about.
it's that.
I have no clue.
But it could be a card.
I think it's a card trade. In resolution, you may trade.
Doesn't specify.
No, it looks like you go up 2 on the wheel thing,
I did that.
and you get to pick trade. Oh, you could trade a card. You could
You know
trade.
what a card?
You could trade one of these cards for one
See,
of
that's
these.
what I thought at first. But, okay. So we need to block. We haven't been doing that. He likes to block that infrastructure. I'm still gonna beat him. I'm gonna beat him anyways. This is why I was mean and didn't let him get the relic. That's what you get.
I could have still got it if I bid it all my.
What do you really want?
Okay, we're gonna be here till midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, move the thing.
Okay.
Okay, so trader.
Oh, I get the tiebreaker. Did we click our resources?
Oh, we can do it.
And I don't have a card to trade, but
Okay. So
Okay.
trader.
so our communication systems are on the fritz, and as a result, we receive the wrong supplies in the wrong quantities. Figure the logistics out ASAP. So we gain a credit for using our trader.
Okay.
Credits are good. Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Play during action phase, perform both of your actions turns at one time. Oh.
All right.
Wait.
Right when you are. It's obvious she did not expect to win. Well, might as well do this one. So I get to do my 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I am going to do this one. I get this one and I go up one. And then I am going to over here. Those. So I go up those ones.
I was thinking of what I was doing. 2 on this one. What was the other one?
Oh.
1. Okay.
So. And I get a rover.
Which one's the blue?
You can't wait.
Oh, infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I am going to go here to draw any card. Wait, this isn't the blue. Which is the blue? Is it this one? That's what I wanted. The blue and 2 rovers. I didn't even look at it.
And you gotta legally stop.
Okay, and then stole my glory again. Oh. So, just put me over in the scrapyard, please. Don't have any of that.
Okay. So move your thing.
Okay.
And get resources.
And tech. Oh, I can trade this for a resource. No, I'm not going to.
Okay. 4 Harvey now.
So now we're in lunar phase 3. We have not completed any of the goals. Balance. Any nation has reached at least 1 starburst on every prestige track by the season end receives 3 victory points. So we have to meet the starburst.
Okay, and this one is Syndicate Summit. Fiscal policy and regulations is not sexy, but without it, there would be no way to keep the Cold War from heating up out there.
Oh, we have to block first. Such a one track. That's all he blocks is the building. You're blocking yourself. You realize that?
Yep. So it is the trader.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that. Didn't need to. Actually, don't you have that assistant?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you would have to use her. At least I made it to where you have to use your assistant. And we'll get the rocket.
If I want to do it. Ooh. Gain a relic power tile of your choice.
Ooh, they're both the same, but he won't ever get to activate his because he didn't build the building, so it's kind of pointless for him.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Did you give me the tiebreaker? Doesn't
Uh,
matter. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Can't remember.
So once you build the relic building, the relic tiles you can activate. There's 8 different ones, but he gets the first choice. Which one did you choose?
Stockpile.
Well, I already know which one I'm gonna choose.
The big one.
Nope. Ignore capacity limits on action spaces. Your little building blocking is done.
Mm-hmm. My turn? I'm first.
Yep.
So let's see. Now I'll build this one.
Yeah, this is a cutthroat game.
What's this mean?
You meet the need of any card requiring. Oh, any of these. Isn't it that symbol?
Yeah.
I cancel card requiring your captain. You can use that once for that in the future. But you gain
I want the
engineer.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to use my relic. I'm going to build my warehouse. It costs a credit, a relic, and this. And I finished my objective. So I gain 1 card. I'm keeping those because I don't think they're worth anything, but just in case. So that will go here, even though, and then it should go.
Okay, I go, I'll use this one. Actually, no, I'm not going to use that one. Oh, that would go here anyways. I'm going to go there.
What are you doing?
Building.
Okay, so you're going to have 3 yellows? Or no? I gave you 3 yellows?
No, I only have 2.
Oh, what do you get for building it?
2.
Okay. I'm going to put this, I can't reach it, but over there to complete any card. I'm going to complete this, which will give me 3 of those. It costs me, I'm going to use my rover for the credit, Euphonium, and tech. I can meet the need of a trader one time for this in the future, and I can choose between this or this. That one. Put that there. Hopefully I remember. And I get the blue. Because I completed, you get this when you complete 3 of that type. So, and that's worth 4 victory points at the end of the game.
Okay, collect our resources.
Did you do your 2 turns?
Yeah.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. So what
I don't think you did.
Yeah, I did. 1, 2.
Oh, you used your card. Okay. So now I get a credit, move up 1. Get Lithonium, Tech.
Powermaker.
We have to block. Oh, we gotta get all our members back.
I need to. Okay. All
Where's
right.
my block? Oh, it's in my hand. Keep. Okay. Ooh, what to do? What to do?
Which one's the one you completed?
Blue.
Ah. Yes.
Move this down. Okay. Okay then. The Confederated mine has caved in. Workers from every agency are trapped. Lead an effort to get them out of as quickly as possible. We use our captain if you want to participate.
Yeah, it's my captain.
Welcome to sit out this one.
Use my captain.
Okay, so you just put that there. And we get to gain any development card. This one you get to take an additional action. Nice. Or you can gain 1 prestige on any track. Both good, both equally good. Let's see. Okay. Scared.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Remove one of my prestige up and pick this one. And you get the first player.
Building my.
I'm going to do the same. I love that relic card. It's amazing. It costs a credit, Lithonium. Oh, and I get this milestone. It's this one, right?
I'm
No,
building.
this one. This one.
And I'm building
Oh, isn't this one of each
Yeah.
type? Okay. Let's pay attention to that.
Can't. And I build my third.
Did you do it before me?
What?
All your buildings?
All the buildings? Yeah.
You did it right before me. It's only 4.
Oh, it's not the relic?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
You're so honest. Okay, is it my turn? You didn't take both your actions, did you?
I get a third.
Oh, you didn't take them in a row, though, did you?
No.
Okay.
I was first player.
So. Okay, I'm going to complete this one. So
For all every.
ignore capacity limits on action spaces.
Oh, okay.
Love that one. Yeah, I already told myself that's the one I'm getting because you like to block that space constantly. That's how I was going to beat you. And I move up one on that one.
Okay, I'm doing my next action. And I am getting. Oh, wait, then. You mooned me, right? When I did this?
If you told me to, yes. When did you do it?
So I should be at 5. So no.
Did you get all 3 yellows?
Yeah.
Oh, you already grabbed that.
Yeah, but I was just making sure you moved me. Alright. Collect resources.
It's nice having all the buildings. Move up 1. Credit and a rocket.
Alright.
You get the tiebreaker? Or did
2
you
more.
just give it to me? Wait. Did
2
you
more.
move it?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, we'll do our blocking actually first.
This really doesn't even matter anymore.
Nope. Okay. Then the next card is Lithonium is the most reliable building material on this planet. Sorry. We need more. Take a sentry and go find and secure us another quarry site. We have to use our biologist, and we get one of the rockets.
Oh. We moved. Yeah, this was mine.
Yeah. Okay. You take your rocket.
Okay, so right.
Hold on.
Alright.
What do you get?
2 prestige.
Or 1 prestige if you only need 2 tracks. So you pick your track. Either 1 or 1 and 1 on 2.
The circular shield thing.
This?
Yep. 2.
And I get 1 on any track.
Okay, first player.
Okay. Oh, we already did that. Okay, so
I'm first
go
player.
first. Wait the card.
Mm-hmm. Move 2 more on this one.
That one?
Yeah.
So I'm going to gain rocket and credit.
Go scrap. I need the. I actually need this.
I'm going to complete any card. I'm going to complete this one. It costs 2 Lethonian, 2 tech, and 3 rockets.
Dang, that must be
I get 4 on this one. And it's worth 1. It's a fortification card.
Okay. Grab our.
1 here. 1 of these. 1 of these. Pup is snoring. Okay, we do our blocking.
All right.
Okay.
Last one.
We're on the last round. I haven't been moving it. Okay. Our supply depot is too small to handle the size of the news delivery crafts. Send a team to our best engineers. Sorry, I keep yawning. It's late. Send a team of our best engineers to expand and improve that depot. So it takes our engineer, and we get to gain any card.
All right.
Okay. We gain either 2 victory points in the game, or you can use a single-use ambassador.
Right?
Did you give me the tiebreaker? Or did I give you the tiebreaker?
I can't remember.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does, but I don't remember. So.
I can't remember either. So late.
Actually, I'm going to take the first player. That one doesn't mean anything. Okay, so I'm going to build this card. Takes two. Oh, wait. I gotta do something different. Wait. I have to do something different. Good thing I kept this. So I need... sodium. Okay, that's my first turn.
I'm going to build this one.
Okay. See what we're doing.
So I gained one and did both those.
What's the other one? I did that one.
So during resolution, you may trade for. Alright.
Okay. That's not the right one.
Oh.
I already got that one. I just realized after I saw what you were doing. I already did the 3 engineers.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, and then I'm going to...
Oh, you blocked it already.
Oh. Okay, I'm building this guy. Or completing, I'm sorry. So it's 2 credits, 2 Lithonian, 1 tech. Get to move up 3. So, ooh, I collect 2 milestones. 1 for getting to 12, and 1 for getting all the cards.
I mean, all the cards. All different colors.
All different ones. That's the end of my turn. Then we do resolution. So this is the last resolution. And the only reason we're collecting these resources is because you get a victory point for every 10. So you might, I don't have 10.
Right.
We didn't do any of the goals. That we each have 2 under the starburst. This one I didn't complete. So now we do the scoring.
I think she might beat me this time.
I was determined to beat you. Paybacks. Okay, so we do the prestige tracks. So I get 8 victory points. Well, we'll start with this one. You get 8 victory points because you were in first place on the commerce. And I was in 3rd, so I only get 2 victory points because I'm behind the U.S., the dummy player. You have to pass him to get 1st and 2nd. Okay, for the exploration, I get 8.
I get 2.
And Anthony gets 2. So we're tied. So we tied a lot on these. I think last game we didn't gain anything on each other. Defense, we're tied for 2nd. So we each get 2 points. Infrastructure, I get 8.
I get 2.
Ooh, I'm ahead by 6 there. That's a big lead in this game. Okay, we get 4 victory points for each milestone. So
I got 2.
12 of them. 12. I think he has 8. Okay, the lunar season cards we didn't do. If you have any of the Exonerans cards. If you have any of those.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you anyway what they're worth. They'll say it on the top.
Yeah.
Okay. The fortification cards, I have one. That's 1 victory point. Did you get any of those?
No.
Okay. Relic power tiles.
Got one.
Do you get one for each of those?
Yeah, I think you get one per each one. In victory points. Our puppy's dreaming.
Mm-hmm. You only have one at any given time. If you gain an additional tile, you must immediately choose either your currently active or the new one. The tile you did not choose, face down. Each extra relic tile is worth 1 victory point. You don't have an extra one, so we don't get any points there. Extra resources. I don't have 10.
I have one. 1 point. I got 10.
Okay, I didn't get any points for that. And victory decree points, we didn't. The victory decree cards, when you're learning the game, they say to take those out. So we didn't include those in this, so we don't get those. I already know I beat you.
Oh
He deserved it. Paybacks.
Also for your finishing cards. That's a point.
I have that.
Hey, remember we looked that up.
No, that was completed fortification card that we were mistaking.
Oh, okay.
That's not part of it. We got all of it. And I filled every space.
Yep. All right. I think she beat me by 12 points.
Beat you by 10.
Yes. It was 10 as well.
So last game it was 39 Anthony, 36 me. This game it was 33 me and 23 Anthony. So
yeah, when you block someone from getting the relic card, that makes a big difference.
yeah. He blocked me last game. I was getting so irritated. I could never build my buildings because he kept blocking that. I picked the wrong relic tile. I picked one that gave me 4 extra bid on my supply depot. I figured out if you have that one where it doesn't matter what they block or play on, you get to play on the action spaces, you don't really need that 4+ on your bid because he could be first player every time. It doesn't matter. So I figured that out from losing last game. So my goal, I was hoping he didn't pick that one when he was picking. I made sure not to even mention that. So I was so happy when he chose the resource one that he couldn't even use.
Yeah, this is a fun game. Very competitive.
Very cutthroat and competitive.
So I can see where if you have more players, this would be tremendously competitive.
Yeah, we haven't taught our son this game because we were. It's always kind of late when we're learning games because I work full time. We do a lot, and then so usually it's kind of late at night. So this took several hours for us to learn and play through it. So we didn't include him, but he would love this game. He would probably kick our butts at this game once he understood it fully. Because he does very well at these type of games. So we're gonna have to pick a weekend day and show him how to play it so he can dominate. Because he will.
He's a push your luck
and
type player.
Competitive.
Yeah.
He's very good at strategies.
Yeah, push your luck and take that. That's his forte.
And strategies.
Yeah.
He's good at these kind of games. So, yeah, this is a great game. I had no idea when we started playing it. I was kind of, when I first saw the board, I wasn't that excited because it didn't look that exciting. But once I got into it and read the rules and started playing, I really like this game a lot. So we will definitely be playing this whenever we have extra time, ever. But We have like 30 games we still have to do videos for.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not complaining whatsoever. But so one day I'll have to take a vacation from work so we can play games that we want to play and do some videos as well. So definitely this is you should definitely check this game out. It's definitely high up on my list.
Yeah, must have.
Yeah, so we will put the link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. If you enjoy our videos, please support us by liking and subscribing, and we welcome comments. We love the comments. Anthony checks them every day, all throughout the day, so he'll always respond to your comment, even if it's just a simple thank you. We always respond, and we appreciate you viewing our video, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye.